Excuse me. I'm gonna go with no. All right. So, anyhow. All right. Got to do my morning stretches on the beach today. My AM stretches, I should say. I need to not use that word. Oh, it's so divine. Yummy, yummy to my tummy. Have you nourished your body today? Have you nourished your body today? And have you smiled? And have you walked in the bathroom and looked yourself in the eye and tell yourself you love yourself? You better. And this isn't to be all, I love myself. No, no, no. You look in the mirror and go, I love you. In the eyeball. Do it 3 times. See what happens. If you feel weird, you're very, very self-conscious. And you are definitely living for other people in a way of not wanting to stand out. If you cry, you've made connection. And you finally feel seen. And if you laugh, it's joyful. But again, you acknowledge yourself. So, get in the bathroom and tell yourself you love yourself. I love you. Do it. Say it. Mean it. And it's the only person you should be saying, I love you to. Because again, love is not an emotion, it's a state of being. And you are trying to wake yourself back up. And that is one of the keys. That is one of the secrets of how to do it. I had an iPod. You killed my iPod. Talking to my dream team, and I'm like thinking to myself, I really wish I had like an option of being able to play music. Not that it matters because I'm on YouTube and they'll flag it, but you know, while I'm on both devices, but so who do I have with me? Say hello. Southern California here, checking in. And I like how I like pick the crap out of my face. Bright red. Oregon? I love that, Michael. What part of Oregon? And how's the weather right now? I was up in Washington, and I'm not gonna lie, I miss it. I do miss it. Although, I am finding better stuff down here now, but the location was better. I mean, not really. It was cold. Here, I'm at a beach. But I do miss Washington. I miss it. I'm just gonna eat my cashews. Didn't you have a treat? Didn't you have cookies? You had your own cookies. No. Stop begging. Stop begging. Mind your manners. Freddie, mind your manners. No. No. Apparently you only understand that command. No. No begging. No begging. No begging. Thank you. No. No begging. Knock it off. You will get nothing. Yeah. And when I pull out food, he's got to like, he'll stand up and turn around and just stalk me. I just turned the thing around and showed you my dog. Yeah, he is. Okay, my love. So, you came to me today. I just want to reintegrate this. I'm not selling you a program. I'm not selling myself. I'm not trying to be a pick me, include me, or any of that. I am simply a teacher. I am simply spreading awareness and knowledge of Akashic Records and who you are. I have the receipts that we heal. I am walking proof. I started this venture and I started my website and the social media for the simple fact to document and legacy of the knowledge until I write a book. But this isn't about me, okay? I want to reintegrate this. This is more about the knowledge, the wisdom, the keys. This is about the keys. This has nothing to do with me. Because we all have keys and we all have the wisdom and the knowledge within. You have to tap within it. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But I am doing this simply for the fact that I cannot walk around and not spread the awareness. I can't keep my throat closed and keep quiet without spreading the truth. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to anyone? Like, I am solely here to tell you that you heal, that you do not need to be miserable, and that your energy is your currency. Your energy is your currency. I don't know how important that is for me to reintegrate to you. Your currency is everything, my love. Everything you see around you. All of it. It's not just this paper money. It's not just abundance. Your currency is the life around you. The energy you're putting out and receiving and allowing and all of that. That is your currency. Change it. Protect it. Do what we need to do, right? Heal it. So, again, it took prison for me to realize we live in a prison. And when I realized that we live in a prison, blew my mind. And the fact that, oh my God. But not realizing that it took the experience for my perspective to shift. Right? Getting out and whatever, and realizing that people that don't experience certain things are not going to be able to see certain things, or are going to be harder to shift their perspective. Why? Because you need the experience. So that's where they say you need the loss, right? We need the loss. We need the bad to appreciate the good. But that's not it. You don't need bad to appreciate the good, because there's nothing bad about you, and you're not a cretin, selfish little troll that they want you to believe that you are. And if you're acting that way, you're actually just a bully and insecure, wounded child that's lashing out. Either or, it's still not your fault. You have to heal. I was going somewhere with that. I feel like I went on a different thing and then I got lost. Shit. I got lost. Oh. Perspective. Labels are crazy. Yeah. Perspective. So, like I said, and it wasn't county jail. It was actual prison. And it was a private prison that I was sent to. Which probably was why I was sent there. I wasn't supposed to go there. I was supposed to go to a rehabilitation center in San Antonio. But instead they got $157,000 for my ass to sell me to a private prison in Texas. I want to say Bear, Texas, but it's not Bear, Texas. That doesn't even... Where was this place? Why can't I remember where it was? It's an hour outside of San Antonio, I know that, because I remember driving on the paddy wagon, and these two officers in the paddy wagon, while I'm shackled and handcuffed in an orange suit now, leaving county, knowing that I was supposed to go to a rehabilitation center, but instead I'm being carted off to I don't even know where, because all the other girls that went and got put into orange went to the big prison. Yeah, no, I went to a private prison. And do you know what they did with my ass at the private prison? I ended up being a janitor, and I also was a teacher. I actually taught every day rehabilitation, psychology, rehab, recovery. I went, you're getting paid for me. What? Okay. But yeah, it was when I got to Save P, which stands for Substance Abuse Felony Punishment Facility. Bitch, it's in the name. It's in the name. I used to have girls all the time go, oh my God, like, is this like so awful? Or they would complain about where we are. And I'm like, you do realize it's in the name. Felony Punishment Facility. We are in a punishment facility for using substances to try to cope with the abuse and trauma that's been inflicted onto us. And we self-sabotage. But let's feed the system. But that wasn't really the straw. The straw was when because I was in the military. I served in the Coast Guard. I served in the military. My children are in the military. My ex-husband was military. My adoptive father was a police officer, then detective, you know, and so I knew all that. I was raised in Catholicism. I went to Catholic school. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in 6th grade, so I was in a hospital for over 2 months to just even get diagnosed and whatever like that. By the age of, I think, 16, I was put in a mental hospital for a month or so because I was suicidal, and basically my mother was trying to lock me up because that's what they do. Look at our government. Can't control you, we'll lock you up. We don't like your behavior, we'll lock you up. You're not following the rules, we'll lock you up. You want to talk about a covert narcissist psychopath? That would be my mother. And now she has an actual title and a name, because she didn't before. I just said she was crazy. No such thing as crazy. So then there was that. And then, of course, I went in the military. And then I was married for 17 and a half years. I've been a legal secretary. I've opened up restaurants. I've managed restaurants, bartend, waitress, cooked. I have even done so much as being a truck driver, okay? Was there an institution I forgot? No, I don't think so. You got religion, you got school, you have your hospitals, you have your recovery, you have your judicial, you have your prisons, you have your government. They are all institutional, and they're all connected, and they all run the same effing program. First and foremost, hurry up and wait. What does that do? That's chaos. That is rushing you, keeping you in survival to keep something, and then make you wait. That's a control issue, and that is actually a power manipulative, what's the word I'm looking for? Tactic, I guess, but that's not really what I was looking for. You're in a psyops, man. You're in a psychological game. You can make it a physical game in the fact that you go have fun and whatever like that, but at the end of the day, you are in a psychological game. The sooner you heal your body, the sooner your mind will heal. Leslie, thank you so much for the roses. Let's get you a daily read. I need more cashews. I love cashews. Always have. Pay attention to what you liked and disliked as a very young child. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that to everybody, because I grew up in a time where our food wasn't quite poisoned yet. I think it was what? Just Coca-Cola had cocaine in it. Yeah, our food was still clean. It wasn't the food we had to worry about. What am I doing? All right, Leslie. What does your higher self have for you? What would you like Leslie to know? Ancestors, spirit guides, allies. What does Leslie's higher self need? What the? Sometimes I wonder. Have you lost something recently and can't find it? And you're freaking out about it? Because here's the thing. Everything lost will always be found. And if it can't be found, it doesn't want to be found and shouldn't be found. And take that as a sign. Release and let go. I have 5 for change. Woo! We are clearing out programming and opening our hearts. What? Leslie! My anxiety is at an all-time high. Why so randomly? It's energy. And you're clearing out programming. That's exactly why. Thank you for the question, because that's exactly why. I was wondering where we were going with this, but that's exactly why. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, so you're shifting. You're shifting. Now here's the thing. People don't realize that, again, you're not your body. You're embodying your body, and you're not your mind. There's 3 things going on. Mind, body, and your soul, your frequency, right? You're here to take care of these things. You are the all-seeing creator. Get it? Get it? You're in control of this, okay? So your anxiety, though, is, and it's random, is because you're purging out the old character, the old beliefs that have been weighing you down. You're purging that energy, that fear, because you're standing in your boundaries. You're standing in your own frequency, which is unconditional love. You're learning. That's awesome. Can I get a little more elaboration on this? Yeah, what you're experiencing is part of a larger collective clearing. So don't feel alone. 9 for closing the chapter. You're in this cycle of the closing of the chapter and shifting the perspectives, aligning with your higher self. When our frequency grows and rises, because when we rise our frequency, it grows. We're not just leveling up. We're growing. We're expanding. We are taking up space. That's our energy. Our energy is now taking up space. That's your aura. The more you walk in that confidence, the more you are radiating that. Now, bring it back. Your body has to contain this. If your body is not used to containing this, how do you think it's going to react? Do you think it's going to be comfortable? No, you're going to go through growing pains. You're going to go through shedding of all of it. Everything resides in your nervous system when it comes to the body and anxiety. So your nervous system is definitely retweaking. Blue Lotus is significant. I also have psilocybin that's linked in my website, which is microdosing. Highly recommend. Discount code as well to redo your nervous system. I also have Healing Mother Herbal and Alkaline Herb Shop. So all plant therapy and rewiring your nervous system. You also have to detox your body though. Skincare, teeth, all of that. Everything's included in my website, my holistic community, because it's everything I use. So I don't want to hear any excuses that you don't know where to get it and you don't know how to detox your body, because it's all up there. And literally, just do it. Choose you. Is there someone that you are paying attention to a little bit more? Someone that you're wanting to communicate with, but not communicating with? And would you like to elaborate on that? There also may be somebody coming and keeping tabs on you. Like, if that's not you, then someone is keeping tabs on you and watching you. Not so much in a stalkerish way, but in a, I'm gonna support you from afar. I'm like, Leslie, are you still with me? I can't believe I'm out of cashews. I'm so bummed. See, that's what we do though, right? We always want what we can't have. I have noodles. I have ramen. Okay, so but I have organic ramen. Like real ramen, not processed ramen. I like ramen because it's easy to cook. Wasn't so cheap though, it was $5. When did ramen become $5? But I guess, you know. It's a big box, but that's like a lot of... I'm not gonna be able to save it. We'll have to cook the whole thing. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I did find another ramen that comes in a smaller pack up in Washington. Go to your organic grocers and farmers market, not the farmers market, but your organic grocers. I'm trying to remember the one up in Washington that I went to, where I found the ramen, and it came in and it was only like less than $2. This was $5. And it comes with a ramen broth and then ramen noodles. Heat the ramen broth in a saucepan, prepare ramen noodles accordingly, yada yada yada. And then, you know, what you can add to it. But let's see what the broth is, because that was the one thing where I'm like, I'm probably not going to use the broth. I'm probably going to make my own with turmeric, ginger, black pepper, garlic, olive oil. I don't know what the fuck that was, but hey, whatever. Oh, wow, they're individually wrapped. Oh, there's 4. Oh, I thought it was one big bag. This is even better. What? There's 4 servings in here for $5. Wait, there's no sauce. Oh, it doesn't come with a powder. So you have to make your own broth. Well, that's amazing. I like that. Because here's the thing. The ramen that I found in Washington came with a broth, and it came in like a package just like this, right? I don't like that it's in plastic, but as long as it doesn't get hot, I guess we can get it out of the plastic. So the ramen I found in Washington, unfortunately, like that broth had, I think it was like sugar or something in it, and I gave up sugar now 2 years ago. So I'm not disappointed that there's no broth, because I can make my own broth, right? But 4 individual packs of organic noodles. And what does that mean exactly? It means organic wheat, water, and sea salt. It's just basic. It's just all D basic. Ready in 3 minutes. I love this. This is absolutely amazing. And here's the thing, guys. You want organic and you want just whole wheat flours, whatever. You are not allergic to gluten. You're allergic to enriched flour. You're allergic to the synthetic chemicals they are injecting into the wheat and spraying onto it. It's enriched flour. It's nothing else. You're not allergic to flour, guys. And if you eat corn, you are making yourself inflamed and you are hurting your organs. Corn is not digestible, and it is the most man-made thing on this planet. Again, there wouldn't be enough corn or any of it for all of us. And the same with McDonald's. Think out of the box. Where do you think they're getting this food? Your body is an antenna, and your body will tell you if you are hurting it, poisoning it, or what's around you. You have to pay attention. But it's hard to do that if you are literally poisoning yourself from the inside and all. And that's your lotion, your toothpaste, your hairspray, your shampoo, your cleaning products, your clothes, the food, the alcohol, drinking out of plastic, all of it. You have to change it all. Is it overwhelming? Yes. Is it intimidating? Yeah. Is it simple? Yeah. It's actually more simple than you know. And the only reason why it seems overwhelming and a lot is because you're attached to the way you believe and think. And you've been doing it so long that you're trapped in that way because the unknown is scary. And what if you're wrong? Right? The fear of being wrong. There is no wrong. There's no trying. There's no wrong. There's just not trying. So, do you want to be that person that never fucking tried? You want to be that person that watched that opportunity just sail on by? And then sit there and go, well, you know, it wasn't my fault. I coulda, woulda, shoulda if I had this or that, right? Bullshit. Start taking accountability for yourself. You are the only one that can break free completely. I can help and guide with a session, and I can give you keys and answers, but at the end of the day, you have to do the work. You have to apply the knowledge that I give you. You have to apply the keys to yourself. You have to choose to be disciplined enough to choose what's healthy for you. I'm not going to sit there and babysit you and hold your hand. And I'm not going to condemn you or reprimand you for not following the rules either. Because again, there really is no rules. There's no competition. And it's your choice to either truly heal and remember who you are, or stay complacent and stuck and keep getting played by the game. Here's a question. What do you do in the day? What do you do during the day? Now, and this isn't, let's say you don't go to work. If you don't go to work, what do you do? Do you sit around and just watch TV? Do you do your chores and everything like that because it's the only day you have? When you don't do your chores and you don't work, what do you do? Because that is where you need to stay. If you are truly just, you need some meditation time. You need some decompression time. And you need to get out of your workplace. Time for a vacation, right? One of the biggest keys to your freedom is creativity. When you create, you raise your frequency. When you create, you are breaking out of the limits of this world and thoughts. When you create, you are freeing your mind of the limitations that it is putting on to you. And has since birth. You have to create. That's even just drawing color if you have to. Because creation is hard when you're in survival. Our brains aren't working that way. We're thinking of surviving. So, with that being said, grab a coloring book and start coloring. I had to get that down before it sat. Wasn't stirred anymore. That's that. I finally cleaned out my water glass. It was looking like it was growing some things inside. Not gonna lie. I think that's my way of like boycotting my mother sometimes. My mother was such a hyper, we're not gonna go there. Anyway. Hannah! Hannah coming in with the roses. All right, Hannah. What does your higher self have for you? What does your higher self have for you today? Oh yeah, like, and it's not laziness. It's just literally like, I don't care. Like, I would have to dust for my mother and vacuum and all that. And then, like, sometimes she'd go around and be like, it's not clean. But, like, I'd also fuck with her because she'd get to the point where, like, I wouldn't put things back. And she's like, it's not put back. I'm like, oh my God. Then fix it. Or you dust. What? Fuck off. But dusting, I hated dusting. Oh my God, I hated dusting. And it was like, why am I the one? Honestly, you know, I don't even want to remember this stuff. Wow, why is this coming back? But that's very strange. But yeah, so getting older, I'm clean. I'm at the point where it was getting psychologically bad because, well, my mother conditioned me that way. So there's things where, like, I feel like I boycott sometimes, where I'm just like, fuck it. I don't care. Well, I think that's just part of that. I don't know. But yeah, the whole dusting, God. I never did that to my children. I did the cleaning. And I hated dusting my own house. Don't listen to others. Trust yourself and know the truth, my love. You're getting a lighthouse and you have 1010. Karmic ties, feeling controlled by people around you. Okay, so I'm going to say that this is confirmation right now that you are closing out a cycle of the karmic ties that people have been holding you down, and that you have been valuing their opinion, but you are now realizing that the only opinion that matters is within you, and that they were not for your alignment or highest good. And that goes with family and all, right? That's the hardest pill to take, is to realize that it's all character based. Your destiny is calling. 6, growth. Yeah, so you're closing out this cycle. You have the 1010, and 6 is for growth, where you're moving into a new one. You need to know how to release attachments with karmic people. Ooh, okay. There's a plan to leave or something going on. Interesting. Let me know if that resonates. Now, I know I was gonna say something and you took it away from me. There's a lot of growth going on. There's a lot of closing of the karmic cycles. There's a lot of, the releasing, the detachment. Yeah, that's where the keys lie. When you detach out of love and not out of fear, resentment, or any of that, when you actually just detach and just don't give it attention, wish nothing but healing, move on, that's the freedom. That's the release. That's where they hold you. That's the karmic tie. When you feel attached and you feel obligated to oblige. Does that make sense? Is that resonating? Are you still even with me, Hannah? I know, I'm like, is it us or is it TikTok's comments? Hey, YouTube, anything going on? Because everything's been happening is on TikTok. So, is there anybody here? Because otherwise I'm going to jump on Instagram. Give them a shot. Because, yeah. Quiet doesn't get you anywhere. Questions? Ask them. Please and thank you. I just got comfy and now I gotta move again. So annoying. I'm gonna do my hair.